Hello, Clarity fans, and more importantly, hello, Linda's Corner fans. We're back with the one, the only, the Linda, and today we're going to talk about investment hierarchies. They are one of those things that we all have to understand, and none of us really understand as well as we can. And if you're anything like me, you live and die in Excel with this stuff, and it's brutal. So let's use that as a jumping off point. With my clients, I have all kinds of parents and children in the investment hierarchies, and I need to get a good understanding, a good picture of everything that's going on without this spreadsheet analysis paralysis. What can Clarity do to help me there?
Well, I like spreadsheets, but
Well, they have their
Clarity's
place, but not for investment hierarchies, Linda. Now, come on.
I know. Actually, you're right. I can't do this. What I'll show you, I can't actually do this in a spreadsheet, but that's okay. Let me readjust my screen there so everything's kind of out of the way, which I think I've got it. And so, yes, with our investment hierarchy module, let me just go into that for a minute. There we are. You're able to organize your out-of-the-box and custom investments any way you like, right? You can expand, collapse, do all kinds of things. So let me go into one that's already there. We'll go into Brexit. And notice I've got a lot of different things here, right? Well, yeah. I kind of, if you're a beginner with this, before I show you how to create one, we'll just kind of do some navigation so that you get an idea on what you do. And you can't see, like my mouse, but my mouse control, at least I don't think you can, but I'm zooming in and out. I'm just rolling the mouse ball to zoom in and out. That's one area. Over here to the right, you probably see my scroll bar. So I can also utilize that to go up and down. And once, I've got it maybe, the right viewpoint, if I'm still going, hey, I can't see all this stuff way down here, I've got this overview pane, and notice as I scroll around here, I can kind of zoom in, right, onto anything that I really want to, which is nice, right, because then that way I can just pull out one area. Now, one of the other things is, let me roll up a little bit. You mentioned parent-children. Notice how, Brexit is the parent at a program level. And see the little PR? In our system, PRG, that means program, so that you can easily identify what you've got. PR, I believe, is project. So I'd have to double-check. And PRO might be product. EP is probably one of our custom investments, and then there should be some ideas as well. But if I don't want to see, these particular ones in here, I've got this little expand collapse, and so I can easily, just remove them and make my screen smaller for what it is I want to see. Now I can also right-click. And I can show direct children, I can show all children, I can hide the parent. So it kind of gives me that availability and flexibility to kind of navigate and scroll around with, what I want to do. And then also notice that there's metrics on these cards. There's finish and investment date, there's plan cost, cost aggregated. To change those, if I go up here to this little view option, you'll notice that I've got a couple of things here, and I can scroll down and notice under business outcomes, anything that's a business outcome, I've got the card title, I've got these as metrics or fields, and then down here as metrics, I only selected plan cost. But you can see I can scroll in and select. Oh my goodness, I could go crazy, right? I could do all kinds of things. So that's pretty handy. So each investment type, and there are objects in our system, but each investment type, programs, projects, ideas, can have different metrics and different fields on the card. So I think there's a lot of flexibility here. I like it.
Absolutely.
Obviously, you can tell.
Yeah. Well, and I love the fact that that hierarchy is just there visually. You don't need to explain anything. You can just look at it as an org chart or whatever equivalent it is, and you can see all those parents and children straight away and navigate it. It's awesome, and you can't do that in a spreadsheet, Linda. Now, can you? No matter how much you like them, you can't do that in a spreadsheet.
No, I mean, I've tried Excel's charts. I'm thinking to myself, can I do that? Not really, but have you ever done an org chart and you go into Excel and you use their tool or PowerPoint? It's not bad. It's not perfect, but no, it's nothing like this. This is just so easy.
Right. Why would anyone use Excel when they can use Clarity? It's awesome. Now, one of the things that I love is to play around with all the custom investment types and create all kinds of projects and products and ideas and business outcomes and capabilities and all this kind of stuff. And then I find that I need to try and look at all that stuff in one place. So I need to have that consolidated view of everything. And you sort of touched on it a little bit there when we were talking about the different hierarchies, but how can Clarity help me see all of those different custom investment types in one place so that I've got a clear picture of everything that's going on, regardless of what type of investment it is?
Yeah, no, that's a excellent question. And I think our system allows you to create those hierarchies and different investment types, whatever you have, really rather easily. And with our filtering capability, you can kind of select exactly what it is you want to see. So let me share the screen again. So let me click on the little plus here. Okay, and it's an investment. Yes, it is. An ID. I haven't turned on auto numbering. I should really slow down and do that. And I won't fill in a description, but that's good enough. Okay, so 2022 IT strategy. So obviously it's empty at the beginning, right? It's kind of cool. Nothing in there, but now I will go ahead and import different investment types, right? So here are all the ones that I've got access to, and we'll start at that high level of programs. So let me click on programs, and I will do the 2022. And notice up here, this is kind of cool, right? If I click more than one of anything in our new, importing and grid selection here, then I get this button up here that says select all, deselect, or add. Yeah. So if I wanted to do multiple selections, I could, cool. Which is kind of cool. But I'll kind of get rid of those, and I'll just do that one. So we'll bring that one in. All right, and so now I've just got the program. From this stage, I'm going to go ahead and import a couple of projects. So let's do projects first. Oh, and I should show you, let me get rid of what I've done for filtering so that you can see it kind of from the start. So here's my project list, and as I know we've talked, you've got tons of projects, right? And you work with people that have tons, multiple lists. So to make that list smaller, I can use filters. So I will do work status, and I'm going to do in progress. And so that way it should filter out my list and make it much smaller. So now I've only got, I don't know, can't tell, but maybe 7 or 8, 10 different items. So now from here I can filter even more. And notice over here the date, I've got start and finish dates. And I've only got 2 that finish in 2022. So let's go ahead and add another filter that shows you the power of this, and we'll add finish. And I'm going to do is after January. A little zoom control here. Went too far. January of 2022. So that way it should, and it did. It filtered out, So that makes it a lot easier. It's simple. Now from here I can select all because I only have those 2. And we will select and we will add. And notice now they're in my hierarchy. Now they're not connected. I'll quickly just connect these to my top level program. And then again, let me just use my zoom or my overview here and make it so it fits full screen. Now, I'll go ahead and do some more, right? Because you said multiple, and these are just projects. So let's go ahead and import ideas. Let's see, idea. And from idea, rather than show you the filter again, we'll just do those top two, and we'll click add. And so now I've got ideas in there as well. I'm going to go ahead and connect these so that we've got them all lined up. And then let me just bring that back over again so it's pretty much center screen. So I'll give myself some screen real estate there. So that's how easy it is to add them. And you can tell that this one's at that program level. The PR is projects and the ID is ideas. Now we can do one more thing that I think is, well, we can do lots more things, but I like to show this because this is kind of cool. So if I go up to view options, you'll notice on the card options, I've got it by type. So there's ideas. Yep. If I scroll down, I've got programs, and let's go ahead and do, we'll do planned costs. We'll add planned costs to that one. And you'll notice it's going to pop up right there.
Just
planned
like that.
costs. Now I already have. Yeah, I've already got planned costs here and here. I can add planned costs to these two as well so that we can see that. So let me just scroll down. And the reason I'm going to add it to, I've got planned costs. No, it was ideas. I'm sorry. Ideas. Okay, so we'll do planned costs. And notice there's a lot of different attributes that I can bring in and different metrics. So now we've got all these, but from a managing this hierarchy and program perspective, I know that this particular one has got 1 million planned costs, but what if I want to aggregate these up? I can do that. So I'm going to create a new one. We'll call it a new metric, and we will call it total planned cost. And we'll do an aggregation. And we'll do it, and you can see I've got a lot of different attributes again that I can do it on. But we'll do it on planned cost, right? Because I want to roll up all of these and aggregate. And then I've got choices, and I know we talked about parent and children before. I can do just children only or self and children. I'll do children only, and I'll create that. So now that's created. That's my total planned cost. The next thing I need to do is just select it at the program level so that we see that roll up. So let me add total planned cost. There you are. And now you see it's got 4.9 million. So it's rolling up all of these planned costs, which is, pretty handy. So not only can you do, all the importing of different investment types, you've got metrics that you can roll up as well.
And that alone saves so much time and effort, right? I mean, we've all been in those conversations when the leader asks the difficult question that you're not ready for and you've got to run away and do the analysis and come back quickly. Here, it's right there. How much is this going to cost me? Well, total plan is right there. And it took, 3-4 minutes just to create that. It's freaking awesome, as those kids say, when they're not playing their video games and taking up your bandwidth. So
totally.
Let's pick up on that, on what you said there about metrics. I have absolutely no shortage of metrics. All my stakeholders want to see different things. They want to see how much progress we're making here, how we're doing against the schedule, how we're doing against the budget, how we're doing in different budget categories. You name it, there's a metric for it that people just simply can't live without. But when I'm actually making decisions around this stuff, I want to focus just on the metrics that matter. I want to focus on the value-based metrics so I know which investments need my attention, which investments may be going a little bit off the rails and we need to do something about. How can we distill that stuff down to just show me where I need to focus my attention, where I need to do something?
Now that gets back to my heart of loving Excel, which I can do totally in this application. So let me just click on again. Let me clear my screen a little bit so I have a little bit more room. All right, and let's do one more thing. Since we've got a lot of mixed stuff here, let me add one more to show you the real power of the grid and looking at those metrics. So we'll go to business outcomes because we don't have that one, and this is a custom investment type, and we'll just add the top one. Okay, so now I added one more, and we'll connect it right there.
Sure.
So we'll just connect it to BI Anywhere. So now I've got a lot of different types, several, 1, 2, I've got 3 different ones, and I've got a program level. So up here, I've got a grid view. So here we are, so now you can see I'm starting to have, metrics and other things. Now I've got planned capital. I'll click over here to my column panel, and let's bring in planned cost. Where are you? There we are. And then I'm going to scroll up, and I'm going to get rid of planned capital. I also don't really, I'll keep ID. I might need it. Now notice over here to the left how this grid works. It's the cross investment grid or cross object grid, right? Object type grid, because I've got products, ideas, I've got custom investment types, I've got program level. So this, you can see this little tiny bar right there. This whole thing over here to the left is everything that's common. So it's going to aggregate and roll up all the planned benefit costs from all of these different investment types. It's going to, and 2022 IT strategy within itself doesn't have anything there. And then it's going to roll up all the planned costs to everything as well. So that's pretty slick. Now over here in project type, I only have one little thing. So let's open this and let's see, what is it that we want? How about funding? Because I always care about funding risk. So we'll add funding risk, and you can see, I know. And here's, the risk is low, and that's for projects. Now for ideas, let's do estimated cost. Okay, there we go. And you can see I've got a lot of different metrics and value. Value criteria is important too, right? Estimated cost. So that one's going to be a metric, and I can see that one. And let's do one more. Let's see, which would be, how about value stream? Do I have anything in there for value stream? I do. Okay, so then I've got value stream. So now I'll close this handy dandy little column picker, and then let me sort this. Okay, so now I've kind of grouped everything together, and I notice over here, obviously that's like really cool. If I'm looking at funding, I can see, okay, low. So I'm great there, no issues, life goes on. But if I go down to ideas, notice that my estimated cost is $1 million, but planned cost was only 841. So I got some issues. And over here too, estimated is 500 and planned was 380. So somewhere, as we're embarking on these projects, something's coming in higher. So, and they're ideas, and they're not turned yet into a project, but that's pretty key for me. Now, if I expand this one, and again, go down to, my custom investment type here on business outcomes, release with confidence. Okay, that's good. So I like that, and that one doesn't need any issues. But I could add anything, and you can see this list. Let me get rid of value. It is huge, and it groups them. Yeah, I mean, look at all this. That's why I didn't open the whole thing at the beginning, but
hundreds and hundreds.
And so it's every single attribute for that particular investment type, right? So I've got all these that you've enabled to view in the modern UX, custom in out of the box. So you can see I've got tons. I mean, tons and tons. So if I can't, I mean, this is, like you say, an Excel spreadsheet on steroids here. But what's so cool is, I can work with things. Like maybe I wanted to see all my, projects together. So now I just grouped them, and I can, see the individual areas and expand it that way. There's so much that I can do. I've got filtering. I've just got a lot of stuff here. So sorry, now you're getting into the Excel sheet of me, and I'm just like going, whoa, this is like so cool. Clarity is like almost better than Excel here. So anyway,
No, not
hopefully that gives
almost
you a
better,
taste.
Linda.
Yeah.
It's clarity. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Linda's Corner, not brought to you by Microsoft Excel, where you have learned today, once and for all, that clarity is everything that Microsoft wishes Excel were. Not only is it easy to use and intuitive and powerful, but it gives you so much flexibility and it doesn't do weird stuff and give you errors that you don't understand every 2 minutes. It's awesome. And that's just investment hierarchies. We've spent, I don't know what it was, 15 minutes or so looking at investment hierarchies, and we've seen the kind of power that this tool has. It's yet another exciting element of Linda's Corner, and there are still many, many more corners that we're going to explore. So join us again next time, because there is an up and coming Linda's Corner that will blow your socks off. Microsoft, if you're watching, call 1-800-Linda's Corner and she'll help set you up with an improvement to Excel.
There we go. No problem. And all this is simple. I mean, I'm only showing you the simple, not really the complex, because I think it's important to realize there's nothing scary about this, right? I mean, you can get in there and do things in the modern UX within seconds. And evaluate what it is you want, save your views, etc. So anyway, until next time.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you,
Okay.
Linda. It's been awesome in your corner.
Okay, bye.